Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, you got me up? I'm at Hamilton. Oh, can you see me? I mean, here. Testing. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to. You got it? Okay, here we go. We're going live. All right, thanks, man. Is who up there? Do you want me to go up there? No, you're fine. All right. I'm already live. We're streaming this live right now. I only have two cameras, so all you gotta do is switch between camera 1 and camera 3. So here we go. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Hamilton High School at Jerry Loper Field in Chandler, Arizona, the City of Champions, for tonight's homecoming match between your Hamilton Huskies and the Highland Hawks. The Highland Hawks come in with a record of 6-2, and your Hamilton Huskies come in also with the same record of 6-2, coached by the venerable Steve Bellis. 7 state championships now for the Hamilton Huskies over a 15-year time span, and looking to make a playoff push now on homecoming night at Hamilton High School. It's been a great week of festivities here at the high school, spirit days and costume days, and now it's time for the main event. The first game of the homecoming game is, of course, draws a great crowd. Always great to see the alumni back in tow. Also, when the Huskies are here in town. So. You guys going up top of you? We're fine. Okay. Where did their coach go? They're 2 doors over. We're fine. All
right, so
really all you're doing is just, you're going to sit here with the mouse. You're just going between camera 1 and camera 3.
just click on 1 and 3.
Yeah, all you got to do is this.
Okay.
And one of our cameras is back here, so it's sort of screwed. Like we just switched this camera.
We're really done. I can pick it up quick. I can pick it up quick. Okay. Where did their coach go? Where did their coach go?
Good. You guys going up top of you? Okay. Okay.
All right, so.
All right.
All right, so. We're really done. I can pick it up quick.
All you got to do is click. And the Star Spangled Banner is done. Again, you're watching Husky football on prostopreps.com with Chandler Unified School District here at Hamilton High School. And the Hawks from Highland are going to take the field. Just leave it there. So the Hawks from Highland come in tonight with a good record of 6-2 after a big win last week over Basha. Basha gave Hamilton all it could handle.
Yes, sir. You got me? No, this is Terry, right? I need to hear. Oh, I got you, Sam? Okay.
Should be O.
Who's this?
That's his. This is yours. Okay. Trav, are you around? Okay.
Sam, are you there? Okay, I can just checking some mics.
Yeah, we have before. I heard you guys did pretty good last week.
We did.
Quarterback looks like your Mike linebacker.
Yeah, they closed the door and it sliced the table in half.
70 guys on the side. And they probably have 40 coaches.
Mine is 16, 30, 45, 60, 75.
It's a 1 to 2 coach facility. Yeah, definitely. So I just do this the longer.
Just watch that camera.
We're going this way down the field.
Let's go.
If it goes out or whatever. Threes are for one of those. I didn't watch any of the kicking game. Can they go to the end zone? Fine.
Here's what I want you to do. Go ahead and climb up. I'll hand this to you in just a second. We'll work through this as we go. No, he's fine. Everybody's fine. And we're about set for kickoff tonight. Homecoming at Hamilton High School. Great crowd out tonight. Two teams vying for a playoff spot tonight. Number 80 for Chandler Hamilton. He's the kicker, Brandon Krasik. He's going to kick it off. Now let's get ready for football in the City of Champions. Hamilton High School back deep. He's going to fake the field and come around to the left side, and he's got some room around the left side. And a great run there at time by number 82 for the Highland Hawks. Chip White.
Okay, yeah, slot left, last one.
Do me a favor. Go and tell them to just stay on everything, because tell them they have my only camera right now.
No, me.
So Hamilton defense is going to take the field first, led by number 2, the defensive end, Quaylen Cunningham, and number 7, Sterling Santana, has 2 stalwarts. And right away he's going to go down. Here comes Hamilton, number 20, off at a corner. Tristan Vance from the safety blitz, and Quaylen Cunningham also taking advantage and slowing down the quarterback, so it's going to be a loss of about 8 yards. Quarterback for Highland is number 19, Blake Young, and he's going to call a signal, and they're there, and there's an inside give right up the middle, and here comes Highland again, making up some valuable yards. So it's going to bring up a manageable 3rd down now and 4 for. Quick slant route, and that's knocked down. Great play by number 5, A.J. Greathouse, comes up underneath, does an undercut on that quick slant route. And that's going to bring up 4th down for the Highland Hawks. Punt comes down, and the Hamilton offense going to take over 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line in their own territory. Quarterback Sam Sasso, the senior, number 15. Been impressive the past couple of weeks, and there he is right over the middle. A great play to number 18. He's going to get around the corner. It's a big play by number 18, Kylie Burke, for 1st down. Hamilton back in business now, 1st and 10. Here's inside handoff to number 31, Jarian Asis, and I'm going to pick up about 5 yards. Ran about 20 to get 5, but good play. Hamilton doing a great job right now of picking up necessary yardage on 1st down. And he's going to bounce that out to the outside. Tyrell Smith picks up a tough 2, and it's going to bring up third and about 5 now for the Hamilton Huskies.
88's off. Third here, 70% pass. 70% pass. They're in. Empty. Top.
Tyrell Smith picks up the first down for Hamilton. Tough 5 yards that time for the senior. So the Chains are going to move now. Homecoming night here at Hamilton High School. Kyler Burke at the wideout. Smith set deep. Sasso under center. He's going to make a call in motion now. Number 11, Sean Pollard. And got another sweep action. And Highland's going to swarm to that left side of the Hamilton offensive line. And really big, tough yards tonight. Tough yards. Tough sledding up in on the outside edges. Highland playing tough. Mentioned before at the start of the broadcast that both teams are vying for playoff position. And Sasso's going to boot out, throws it on the run, and Highland's going to come up and make a big play over there. The corner comes up. Looks like number 43. Actually, O'Neal Filloon comes up from his safety spot or his corner position. May have been a negative play there for the Huskies, so it's going to bring up a long 3rd and 9 for Hamilton. And Hamilton's going to go to a timeout. And with that, we're going to take a commercial break here. Early on, 6:35 remaining in the first quarter for Hamilton. And we're going to take a commercial break. When we come back, it'll be 3rd and a long 8 for the Huskies. Back to action here at Hamilton, and here's Highland right up the seam. Big number 11, Josh Chadwick with the big carry across into Hamilton territory out to the 42-yard line. That's a big play now for the Hawks. Here's Highland, 1st and 10. Here's the big back again up inside, and he's going to twist and pick up a tough 2 yards that time for number 11, Josh Chadwick. So Highland with some early momentum after Hamilton drove and was stopped on a 3rd and 9 play by the big shot by Highland safety. And now Highland into Hamilton territory again, 2nd down and a long 9. Yeah. Homecoming night here at Hamilton High School. Score 0-0 at 5:25 remaining in the first quarter. And here's the quick pass out to number 17. He's going to pick up another 1st down for Highland. That's Jake Brown. Nice execution to the outside, and I think if he could have maintained his footing, may have picked up a few more yards on that play. But Highland definitely in business, moving the chains deep into Hamilton territory. So quarterback Blake Young back under center. I formation to the I back. Give right up the middle again, and Hamilton giving up right over that left side, and they'll take 3 yards on that play that time for the Huskies. And then another quick pass that was backwards, and that's going to go for negative yards. That's going to go for negative yards and bring up a 3rd down play. Almost a backwards lateral on that play. Back to Highland of number 17 on that play. Jake Brown, and Hamilton defense reacts well. That's Levi Brown out on, A.J. Greathouse on that outside, playing pretty tough for the Huskies, coming up and making a stop. So stout defensive stand for Hamilton right now. Sterling, also number 6, Jamison Joseph Nolly is in the middle. Man in the linebacker spot, Quaylen Cunningham, not getting a lot of room, and he's going to keep that with him. And we've got a Highland player down on the ground. So we're going to take a timeout here at Jerry Loper Field at Hamilton High School for an injury. And with the score is 3:26 remaining, 0-0 first quarter here at Hamilton High School. We're back to live action here. Highland after the injury timeout. Highland quarterback on the run. Running for his life. It's going to be a fourth down, big fourth down stop that time. Run down from the backside by linebacker number 51, Brady Denton of Hamilton High School. So a great defensive stand that time for the Huskies. Have to be impressed with the grit here. Great first quarter action here at Jerry Loper Field. Tied score 0-0. And it looks like we're going to have a different quarterback for Hamilton as coming in number 5. Sorry. Let's see, we have a double numbers here. Ball comes out, and it's a fumble, and Highland signaling they've got the ball. And we're waiting for official word, and they are correct. Highland's going to pick up the ball. Hamilton puts it on the ground, number 31 for Hamilton. Fumbled that away, Jerian Ackles. And so Highland, once again, very opportunistic defensively, and Hamilton defense is going to return back to the field. Number 11 to the left, and he's going to find it tough sledding over the left side over there. That's Quaylen Cunningham causing a pile on for the Hamilton Husky defense. It's been a great season of upset so far this high school year, with Mountain Point pretty much holding court as an undefeated team at about 7 or 8-0 over out of Tukey. And, of course, last week Highland upset Basha, so that was another upset. And then Hamilton dropped 2 games in a row to Mountain Point and then to Chandler for the first time. So nothing solid, and he's not going anywhere that time on the fly sweep. That's the second big stop tonight for number 20, Tristan Vance, filling in from his free safety spot. Got to be very impressed tonight with the play of the safety from the safeties for Hamilton tonight. Direct the pass. Oh, he's going to be wide open, and he had a step on number 3 Levi Sterling that time, and it's going to bring up fourth down now for Highland. Another defensive stand by Highland. Punts up in the air. It's going to be short, and he take a friendly roll down to roughly looks like about right at the 15-yard line. So Hamilton will be back in business at the 15. And we mentioned before, it looked like Sam Sasso got dinged up pretty much on the previous series. And they're going to go with the junior now, with the sophomore back up. That's Jake Lewis at quarterback for Hamilton. And going to get an illegal motion call that time by Hamilton, uncharacteristic of them to
88's in. 88's in.
So after the procedure penalty brings up 1st and 15 for Hamilton. And here's a big run up top there. Number 2 on the stop. Chris Brewster for Highland after a strong run up inside. So Hamilton and still deep in their own territory. It brings up a 2nd and a manageable 4 yards after a first down carry there. And wow, he's met right up inside in the middle. That's number 37, David De Silva. And nothing doing that time. Highland playing very stout defense in the middle. Big number 75, Brent Clemens, with a great play. And we're coming up at the end of the first quarter. Your score here at Jerry Loper Field at Hamilton High School. Hamilton Huskies 0, the Highland Hawks 0. Homecoming night here at Hamilton High School. And we're going to take a commercial break. We'll come back. We'll pick up action in the second quarter. And we're back to live action at Hamilton High School after it's going to be a 3rd and 5, manageable 5. Hamilton still deep in their own territory. Started the second quarter, and that's a big play and a big stop by the corner, number 13. O'Neal Filloon, another big play for him tonight. We've called his name earlier tonight, coming up on trying to contain some of the Hamilton receivers. They've got some speed on the outside, and Hamilton is great at getting to the outside and exposing corners, but he made a great play that time for the Hawks. So Hamilton's going to punt the ball, standing deep on the opposite 45-yard line. Highland's main punt returner. And this is going to go somewhat end over end. That's number 82, Chip White, and he's might have picked up 8 yards on that return. Good special teams coverage by Hamilton High School that time.
Not the next play. Okay, well, it's Zach Japp right now. Okay.
Here's your pencil, just for a second. And Highland back in business on the other side of 15. Number 11 is going to slam it right up in the middle that time. Josh Chadwick. He's had some pretty good runs tonight so far. And
He's just kind of shaking it off.
You're on the pros2preps.com high school network. Hamilton High School Television Productions producing tonight's action from Jerry Loper Field in Chandler. Pros to Preps doing 3 live streams tonight for all the high school action in the Chandler area over at Chandler, Perry, and here at Hamilton High School tonight. So a great night of high school football action. And quarterback's going to keep that on a semi-quarterback draw on 2nd down and 8. And here comes Highland now with a manageable 3rd. Give this to the announcer guy next door. And quick strike that time. Oh, and it's a great catch, and he's going to pick up the enough for 1st down yardage. Go over, give it to him. The guy that's on the mic. Give it to the guy on the mic. Okay.
Is that the Hamilton coaches right there?
No, they're 2 doors open.
With Jack.
They're in a small room like that one, but another door open.
Well, we did,
No, these guys are fine.
but let's go. What about
And Quaylen Cunningham that time from his defensive end spot runs that down from the back end side. Cunningham still undecided on a college choice as of yet, but he's got numerous offers and actually has come on strong over the past couple of weeks for the Huskies, turning in a 5-sack performance against Basha a couple of weeks ago. .9:16 remaining in the 2nd quarter here in Hamilton. Number 3, Reed Whitting on the carry. So 3rd and a long 8, or a short 7, if you want to call it, for Highland. Again, threatening in Hamilton territory. They've
First down, 4 runs, 1 pass. 4 runs, 1 pass.
And quick slant wasn't there that time for Highland, and so quarterback's going to pull it down and keep it, and so it's going to bring up a 4th down again. Highland in Husky territory with an opportunity for a quick strike. Oh, and that's dropped by A.J. Greathouse on the 4th down play, and he saw nothing but green and missed the smallest thing out there. The little brown ball right was in his hands. Could have been a great play for the senior corner. So Hamilton's going to take over on downs in their own territory again. So quite a battle of the minds this evening here at Loper Field. Jerry Loper Field at Hamilton High School. Score 0-0. 7:29 remaining in the first halves. Homecoming night here at Hamilton High School.
New quarterback, that's number 10. Number 10.
So Franklin Bueno comes in at the quarterback spot, and he's going to give up the ball. And Highland is going to pick up the fumble for the Hawks, and Hamilton again with their backs to the wall. As Highland's going to take over on downs inside Hamilton territory at about the 28-yard line.
That's what I'm saying. Is I think
He's sitting right there on the sideline. He got jacked up.
You think he'll be back? Throw it, throw it, throw it! See our
Well, he ran a double reverse pass, and that got picked up by number 7, Santana Sterling. Did a great job that time of reading that and staying home and holding his position, as he was able to make a great play on the tight end. That ball was probably looking to go deeper downfield, but Hamilton defense stays pat deep in their own territory and to bring up second down. Actually, it was a loss on the play. Second down and 14. There's another run right up the middle by number 11, Josh Chadwick. So, again, Highland still threatening a long third and roughly 8 yards.
Well, how far out? Okay, if he's good from here and you get anything positive, then you gotta try, right? I mean, in theory. This should be it. This should be it. 5 yards.
And that's going to get stuffed right up the middle. That time, Cunningham again coming crashing down off of from his defensive end spot. So it's going to bring a 4th down play for the Hawks. 4th and 8. So no yards were gained on that play for Highland. So the Hamilton defense again pent with their backs to the wall here in the second quarter. 5:25 remaining in the first half, a 0-0 score. We talked about it early in the pregame that both of these teams are 6-2, trying to gain some momentum as we head down the stretch heading into the playoffs. And that's a catch right down to the yard, right down to the first yard, to the 1 yard line. That's number 17, Jake Brown.
Let's go, Rex. Yeah. Rex wham pass left. Yeah, he has to be, coach. No, listen. Rex wham pass left. We want to throw this to Quickside. We don't want to throw this to Quickside.
And take him right down to the 5 yard line, excuse me. And Hamilton's going to have to take a timeout. Looks like they were short personnel. We're going to take a timeout right now, too, and come right back. 0-0 at 4:44 remaining in the second quarter here at Hamilton High School homecoming night. And we'll be right back. And we're back to live action. Hamilton took the timeout. I don't think they had enough personnel. They were missing a player, so they had to take a timeout. Highland threatening from the 5 yard line, going in deep into Hamilton territory.
Well, they haven't seen us do this.
Great night for high school football in the state of Arizona on prostopreps.com. And there's the catch and the throw. And Highland's going to go up now. The score of 6-0. That was a great catch and throw. The throw by number 18, Chandler Oliver, or I'm sorry, 19, Blake Young, to a wide open number 43. We don't have his number. To number 47, Trey Tyler. And we got a legal procedure out there, and it's going to be encroachment against Hamilton. And Hamilton has a player down. Now he's back up. That's Cunningham. So encroachment against the Huskies, as Highland had a short field to work on after the fumble by the new quarterback for Hamilton, Frankie Bueno. We've seen three different quarterbacks tonight. Sammy Sasso took a shot earlier in the ball game, and we're not sure if he's going to return to action. So Bueno's looks like he's going to carry it the rest of the way. And so Hamilton goes down now 7-0. Okay, you go. Hamilton's going to go down now 7-0 here late in the first half. 4:38 remaining. Homecoming night for the Hamilton Huskies. So Hamilton's going to need to regroup here and take a look at the offenses. They're going to get an opportunity here in a moment to take the field. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll come back in just a moment. You're listening to Hamilton High School and watching Hamilton High School football, City of Champions, on prostopreps.com.
A litterer. This looks like a job for Superman.
Oh my God, what happened?
Justice.
And we're back to live action. Highland about to kick off. Leading the Hamilton Huskies on homecoming night, 7-0 with 4 minutes and 38 seconds remaining in the first half. Hamilton looking to get things going here. Now number 7, Noah Miller will send this one. We'll tee this one up and send it. And that one's going to be a bloop and a quick fair catch in the middle of the field. Wise play by number 37 for Hamilton. That's David Da Silva. So Hamilton again, another opportunity on offense. And they got another quarterback change. Number 5 is back in, and that's Jake Lewis.
Make sure Jaff knows. Make sure Cook knows. God dang.
Wing left.
So 1st and 10 now for Hamilton. And counter coming back, and here comes a stout defense up. Big number 47 that time, Trey Tyler with the big stop.
Coach, I don't know if you still want all the percentages because they're basically 6 run, 1 pass. Wing left.
So Hamilton's going to break the huddle and going to go single back with a wing and a back, and got a pass back. Oh. And, oh. That pass was intended for number 18, Kyler Burke. And not sure if this is going to be a targeting foul, a personal foul. They call it holding on the defense on the Hawks. So it looks like 18, Kyler Burke has just got helped off the field, and he's going to take a seat now for Hamilton. And so Hamilton picks up a first down on the defensive holding call by the Hawks. Jake Lewis calling the signals now for the Huskies. And here's Tyrell Smith again coming around the outside and tries to bend it back to the other side, to the backside. And Highland Hawk defense is right there this time for the stop. It's going to bring up a second down and 10. Very long situation.
Empty.
Oh, no, not at all.
Quarterback draw.
Boom! Nice.
And that time the quarterback gets sacked that time by number 34, Grant Gale, coming around off of his end. And so Hamilton now in a third and long situation, 3rd and 15 that time. And so the Highland Hawk defense playing pretty stout now, coming off of a big win from last week over Abasha. So they've got momentum. We're talking about a tight playoff race here with defending state champs. It's already dropped 2 this year, and it's 2 minutes remaining, 2 minutes and 28. And that time, Tyrell Smith's going to get met by a host of Highland Hawks led by number 52 on the charge, Hunter Holloway. So Highland Hawk fans have to be pretty excited about the effort and the energy so far in this first half. Been able to take advantage of some short field position. And Hamilton's going to punt it back away, this time deep, number 82, Chip White for the Highland Hawks. So it's going to be fair caught by number 82, Chip White on the punt. Great night, again, for high school football in the city of Chandler. Pros to preps. We've got 3 live streams going tonight. Chandler going live over at their facility. And, of course, Perry going live tonight. And then here at Jerry Loper Field at Hamilton High School. So Highland's going to take over now just on the other side of the 50-yard line at about the 43. So a legal procedure, we're going to get movement there on the Highland Hawks. They're going to walk off 5, and they'll start from a 1st and 15 now for Highland. So Highland with another opportunity now, just under 2 minutes left. And quarterback's going to keep that right up the middle and dive forward and picks up about 11 to 12, about 12 yards that time on the keep by number 19. That's Blake Young. He's so far played a pretty solid first half. He's had a short field to work with and some very manageable third down situations. The Hamilton defense was able to stop Highland earlier, but on the last possession they had a short field and was able to take advantage of a fumble by the quarterback. And so that time the defense comes up big. That time number 51 for Hamilton. That's Brady Denton on the big stop. It's going to send Highland again back. Lost us some yards, so it's going to bring up third and long. Highland's been pretty efficient in third down situations. So stop and play, 19.4 seconds, and looks like there's going to be a timeout called. We're going to take a break, too, while we sort things out here. 19.4 seconds remaining in the first half. Homecoming night here at Hamilton. Stick around. We'll be right back after these messages. So we're back to live action here, and Hamilton's going to make a big stop here on third down, so it's going to bring up fourth and long. So another timeout. We're going to stay here for a moment. 13.1 seconds, critical 13.1 seconds. Fourth and long for Highland. And, of course, I'm sure Coach Pete Walheim does not want to make a mistake and let Hamilton back in this game by giving up a big punt return or even get great field position and go for a big play here. Hamilton, though, needing a big play like that right now to tie things up here before we go into the half. It's homecoming night here at Hamilton High School. So Hamilton High School in unfamiliar territory right now. And Highland's going to punt the ball from the 45-yard line off to Hamilton. And here comes special teams. And just like we just said before, want to make sure that and that's what we just warned about before. That's number 24 for Hamilton, Morris Cromer. And Hamilton's going to tie this thing up. Got to be impressed with Hamilton. Special teams coach Mike Johnston over the years has been able to pull a rabbit out of his hat, and he does so again tonight for Hamilton right as time expires in the first half. So it's going to look like it's going to be right now 7-6 with the ensuing PAT, and Hamilton will go into the locker room potentially with a 7-7 tie. Great job that time by Hamilton. We talked about that right after coming out of the timeout. You want to avoid the big special teams play, and that time Hamilton gets it from their own number 24, Morris Cromer. So we're back to live action. Morris Cromer giving Hamilton this. And a extra point is up and it's good. So Hamilton's going to go into the half tied up now, 7-7. It's homecoming night here at Hamilton High School. Tie score now, 7-7. Hamilton Huskies and the Highland Hawks. You're watching ProsToPreps.com. Hamilton Huskies versus the Highland Hawks here at Jerry Loper Field at Hamilton High School. We're going to take a little break and come back and watch some of the festivities from tonight's Hamilton High School homecoming festivities. You're watching Pros to Preps. We'll be right back with you.
Break it down now.
Testing, testing. So we're back to live action here at Jerry Loper Field, the beginning of the third quarter. It is 7-7. Hamilton Huskies, the defending state champions, coming in tonight with a record of 6-2. That record is also matched by the Highland Hawks. They come in with a record of 6-2, coming off of a big win last week against Basha. Another pooch kick there, and that's going to be controlled by Hamilton out to the 39-yard line, and Hamilton will take over. Hamilton coming up with a rash of injuries tonight at the quarterback spot. Number 15, Sasso, who started the ball game, was knocked out early, and then they changed up quarterbacks and went with Blake Lewis. Lewis came out, and we tried another quarterback, number 10, Frankie Bueno. Bueno fumbled the ball away, and so they're going to go back to Jake Lewis now, under center for the Huskies. Homecoming night here at Hamilton High School, Jerry Loper Field, and great night for high school football in the Chandler area. Perry, Chandler, and all the other schools are in action tonight and being streamed live on prostopreps.com. So it's going to bring up about second down and 7. And get motion back, and they're going to give it to number 31. And he picks up a tough 6 yards. That's going to bring up a manageable third down play for Hamilton. Number 31 on the carry, Jerry and Ackles. So third down and 1, and Hamilton on the move, just shy of the 50-yard line before they can head into Highland territory. And they're going to give the ball to Smith, to Tyrell Smith, and he's going to come up just shy of the first down. Looks like they're not even going to measure this one. So they'll bring up fourth down, and looks like Hamilton's going to – they're going to stick with the same personnel. Here's Jake Lewis back. Highland and Hamilton both jockeying for playoff. And Tyrell Smith with a big carry out for about 6 yards and a little bit more, and it's going to move the chains for Hamilton after short kickoff by Hamilton. So now Hamilton moves into Highland territory. One of the few times tonight that Hamilton has been in Highland territory. They got the big special teams play to end the first half, and that's been about the sum of the Hamilton offense for the evening. Looks like they're about settled down now and settled on who they're going to have under center the rest of the evening, and that's going to be Jake Lewis. And Tyrell Smith makes a great move to the outside and made somebody miss, and good option play that time. It's going to be a flag down on the play. And a lot of times when you see someone get that edge that easy, you get a personal foul against Hamilton this time. So that's going to take them back across. Well, not quite, but back to the 49-yard line. It'll still be in Highland territory on what will be now a second and very long play. So we'll come up again with first down, 1st and 10 for Hamilton. It's been an inspiring week of action and within the school building, the school walls, culminating with today's assembly. And screen on the backside to Tyrell Smith, and Tyrell Smith's going to lower his shoulder and almost pick up all the yardage that they lost before on the play on the holding call. And it'll be second down. To what? I don't have any. Hey, Braxton.
Wing.
Braxton.
Wing left.
Sweet.
Big tough run that time by number 31, Jerry and Ackles. Trying to pick up the tough yards now and refusing to go down. And so it's going to move the chains and give Hamilton a first down now. 9:08 remaining in the early in the third quarter as Hamilton and Highland are tied at 7-7 apiece. Highland got on the board first earlier in the first quarter with a touchdown pass from number 19 Blake Young to number 47 Trey Tyler. So now Hamilton, second down and 6. Threatening here early in the third quarter. Hamilton's going to break the huddle. Jake Lewis under center now. Tyrell Smith set back. Got a wing and a 2 receiver set and coming counter inside to Ackles this time. And this time, Highland's going to sniff that out for no gain on the play. Actually, they were going to mark it as a potential loss. So it's going to bring up third down. He lost a loss of 1. They spotted it at his forward progress. So 3rd and 7. So Hamilton and again in a manageable position, being deep into the Highland Hawk territory. Tyrell Smith again, 2 receivers down to the right with a wing in the slot area and single receiver up top. And here comes option again, this time to Tyrell Smith. He's going to turn it upfield. And that time Smith is stopped by number 47. Salvatore Parisi. I'm sorry. Number 47 is Trey Tyler comes up. So Hamilton's going to line up for a field goal attempt. Line up just at the 23. So looking at about a 33, better part of a 33-yard field goal. And it gets blocked by Highland. And Highland's going to take over on downs after a big field goal block by Highland. And Highland stops an early scoring threat by the Huskies deep in their own territory. So they're going to get an opportunity now to mount up and put together a scoring drive of their own to start the second half. Hamilton that time did a really good job of picking up a couple of big plays. Tyrell Smith was the feature back there. Had some big runs on a screen play that picked up a first down. And then, of course, Ackles came in with some tough runs of his own. But that drive is stuffed out. And that's tough running up inside that time. Levi Sterling comes in from his corner spot to make that play for Hamilton. And this time he's going long and wide and outside. This double covered that time. And Great House undercut that. And over the top was number 17, Jawan Jones. So third down and about 13 now for Highland after the offsides. So it puts them in a tough spot here, deep in their own territory. They're back. Quarterback's in trouble. He's going to take off and just throw it deep. And that time, just over the outstretched arms of number 8, Dusty Cup. And so fourth down now coming up for Highland back to punt again. Back deep for Hamilton. The young man that tied the score up before, Morris Chroma, is back for Hamilton. He's standing at about the 43-yard line. And they're going to, this time, they're wisely punting it away from him. And typically sure-handed. He did a great job that time and kick left and get a fair catch that time. Great crowd on both sides. It's homecoming for Hamilton, and Highland brought a nice crew over to tonight. So the score remains 7-7. It's 5 minutes and 15 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Both teams now have had a possession, and both teams have eaten up a lot of clock so far going forward. So now you come down to, it's going to be a chess match going forward. Hamilton without their starter, Sammy Sasso, at the quarterback spot. So they're going to go the rest of the way with Jake Lewis. And this is going to go outside to Caleb Burke. He's back in the ball game after coming out with a apparent injury earlier. So wide receiver screen picks up a first down and into Highland territory down to the 47-yard line. Hamilton offense sputtered a bit in the first half. Got a boost off the special teams like we mentioned before at the end of the first half by Maurice Chroma. And then that's an offsides that time by number 31. That's Jarian Ackles. Made a little movement just before the snap of the ball. So that's going to move them back 5 yards and back on the other side of the 50. So really great football game here tonight at Jerry Loper Field at Hamilton High School. This one's still in question as it is 7-7, 4:49. The clock's still ticking away. And Hamilton, of course, looking to make a move to make it 14-7 before we get into a pivotal fourth quarter match. Highland played Basha very tough last week and came away with a big upset. They're going to wrap him up this time. And this is Jarian Ackles, and he's going to get knocked out of bounds and pick up the first down. So Ackles with another tough run and providing Hamilton with the spark. They're going to get down into the 30. So first down and 10 now for Hamilton Huskies. And this time, that play is going to get wrapped up, and it was just a straight play to Frankie Bueno, and that's going to get stopped in the backfield, a direct snap that time. So Hamilton breaking out the Wildcat, if you will. So mass substitutions this time for Hamilton Huskies going forward. killer. This time the deep give to the eye back. That's Tyrell Smith. And he's going to get around the edge. Great speed and running with power. He's going to pick up about 4 yards. So now it's 3rd and 8. Hamilton again. Last time they got down here, Highland was able to come up with a blocked field goal. So look for Hamilton to maybe do the same thing here if they don't pick up the first down. But I'm no genius on the offensive side, so let's see how they call this and try and take advantage of a pretty tired Highland defense. They've been out there. This is their second tour of duty so far in the second half, and Hamilton's eaten up the majority of the time of possession, as there's only been 2 possessions so far. And so he's going to go down this time. Number 34 on the sack. So Grant Gale comes up with a big stop for Highland. It's going to be 4th and 11. And Hamilton's not going to call a timeout here, and they're going to play. So 2 minutes and clock ticking. Hamilton again made a threat earlier on their first possession, and that field goal got blocked. So Highland is going to take a timeout, and we're going to take a timeout with them. You were listening to and watching Hamilton Husky football on pros2preps.com here at Hamilton High School at Hamilton TV Productions. So back to live action here. Hamilton 4th down on the play. And more penalty markers are down this time. So we got a false start this time on Hamilton. It's still 4th down. So they'll walk that off, and that's going to put them in a... They're going to walk that off, and now it's still longer. And Hamilton not backing down. They're sticking with the play that was called. And now Hamilton comes off. They're going to decide to punt right here. Steve Ballas erring on the side of safety. So Hamilton in punt formation. And it's going to be a soft little boot, and that's going to go out of bounds at the 15-yard line. So Hamilton drives deep, then stubs his toe on a couple of all procedure plays, and the Highland defense holds, and they're going to take over after a short punt by Hamilton. And now we're just playing a game of field position. 1:57 remaining in the third quarter here at Jerry Loper Field at Hamilton High School. Again, we talked about it before. It is homecoming night here for Hamilton, and looking to send the Hamilton faithful home with a win. Hamilton defense back on the field. Number 19, Blake Young, has gone all the way so far for the Hawks, and that time number 11, Josh Chadwick, is going to get stood up right up in the middle. Met in the middle by number 7, Santana Sterling, and number 45 on the play. That's Derek Andreessen for Hamilton High School. So again, Hamilton defense trying to keep the team, keep the Huskies in the ball game so far. The second down, they go with the single back. They're going to run it again and pick up another 2 or 3 yards. So now again, Highland in a manageable third down and 5 situation. Neither team's really been able to come away with really big plays. Take outside of the special teams play by Hamilton, their offense has not had a multitude of big plays. They had a screen play to Tyrell Smith earlier, and Ackles had a couple of tough runs. Highland's been able to chip away on their lone scoring drive early and did some of the things they do well. And here, bursting right up the middle is number 2, Chris Brewster. So Highland goes out to the 34-yard line now, and they're in business. Their back's not so much pressed against the wall, so they have an opportunity here for put together another drive like they did early on when they scored. And here's number 31 on the carry. That's Ryan McCord, and he's not going to pick up anything on that one. Actually, maybe a loss 2 yards, and that's going to bring an end to the third quarter here. You score at Hamilton High School at Jerry Loper Field, 7-7. Homecoming night, Hamilton Huskies. We're going to take a little break and come back with fourth quarter action here from Jerry Loper Field at Hamilton High School.
Break it down now.
Back to live action, and that ball is going to be intercepted. So Hamilton gets the big break that they needed defensively. So the start of the Jawan Jones comes up with a big interception that time for Hamilton, and they're going to be in business at the 42-yard line in Highland territory. 11:55, just the start of the fourth quarter here at Hamilton High School in Chandler, Arizona. And that time the counter play gets stuffed out by the big number 41. That's Grant Thompson. He's a senior. Highland has a number of seniors on this team, a senior-laden team, so they're trying to make their senior year something special here, knocking off the Huskies. And it's going to be a pretty tough sledding the rest of the way for both teams, as no one's really been able to establish much of an offensive momentum. So we're going to get a pass interference call against the Highland Hawks. Brewster got there a tad too early. So Hamilton now benefits from the pass interference call at the 31-yard line. They started this drive at the 48, and so that's going to move them a bit closer. And here's Tyrell Smith again on the carry. Going to try and bend it back inside, and he fumbled the ball and put it on the ground, and Highland's going to get the ball back again. Now there's a foul. There's a penalty down on the penalty flag on the play. I'm not sure if it was prior to the fumble. So it was a hold against Hamilton. That penalty is going to be declined. And so the ball goes down on the ground. And so Highlands now has got an opportunity here. 11:05. So we've had 2 turnovers here within basically the first 55 seconds, first minute or so in this ball game. Now Highland in business now at the 23-yard line. He's going to keep that quarterback right up the middle, and a big play that time. Good job by the middle linebacker Levi Sterling reading the draw play. Well, all the players pretty much now are dialed in and ready to make a go here in the fourth quarter. We're going to bring up second and a long 8.5 yards for Highland. Their backs are to the wall, and last time that they had the football, they threw an interception. Juwan Jones picked off quarterback Blake Young. Blake Young under center. And here goes Highland again, just right up the middle. So 3rd and 5 now. Number 11, Josh Chadwick. He's had some pretty tough runs tonight early on and been able to provide a spark. But so here again, the Hamilton Husky defense needs to come up with another big stop in order to get the ball back and get the ball back to their offense. Both offenses, as I said before, have had their share of turnovers. Hamilton's had a couple of balls put on the ground tonight, and one earlier, Highland was able to capitalize off it, but Hamilton's offense not able to capitalize off of the, and not going to do it here either. Another and Highland back to punt and gets a booming spiral off, and that's going to turn Come around again, and here comes Hamilton again with a great return. They were able to bottle up Morris Chroma this time. Chroma provided a spark right at the end of the first half with a touchdown run of about 65 yards on the play, and so Hamilton again in business at the 43-yard line. I'm sorry. At the 37-yard line. Here's Tyrell Smith again, and he's going to pull. All right, so Hamilton's going to get the ball now at the 48-yard line, just cross midfield because of the face mask penalty. So and that's going to bounce incomplete that time, running around, nobody open deep downfield. And now, so Lewis in trouble that time. Second down, no loss on the play, just an incomplete pass. So Hamilton looking to go ahead. 8 minutes and 27 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. And homecoming night here at Hamilton High School. And here's the backside to Ackles, and he's going to turn it upfield and get pushed out of bounds after a carry about 7 yards. So third down and a manageable 4 this time for Hamilton. So we're going to get a timeout, time for injury timeout. We're going to take a break as the Highland player is down on the field, and we'll be right back at Pros to Preps at Hamilton High School. Highland and Hamilton tied up 7-7, 8:04 left in the fourth quarter.
A litterer. This looks like a job for Superman. Ow!
Oh my God, what happened?
Justice.
So we're back to live action, and it's going to be dead ball, so it's going to be 4th down. Injured player for Highland was number 41. That was Grant Thompson, another senior, 6'3", 215. Highland's got good length and size up front. Back to punt for Hamilton is number 43, Josiah Pola. So the ball is back. Josiah is going to put the ball in the air, and this is going to go end over end. And they're going to pick that up on a hop. Number 82, Chip White, picks up about 3 yards on the play. So Highland again will start another drive in their own territory, roughly on the 25-yard line. So Highland's going to start business on the just outside on the 26-yard line, deep in their own territory, looking to take a lead in this ball game early, still in the first. Fourth quarter, 7 minutes and 44 seconds left. Clock is still ticking. Great night for high school football. Again, we talked earlier that Pros to Preps tonight is streaming 3 games live. The Chandler Basha game, Hamilton, and then also Perry is going live tonight. So all of the schools in the Chandler Unified School District are going live on the stream tonight, and that's going to fall incomplete. Targeted for number 17 is Jake Brown. So another penalty flag, or actually, there's a flag on the far side. So Hamilton's going to decline the penalty there and look for them. Now it's third and long, and he's going down. This time, number 7, Santana Sterling, from his linebacker spot, read it and went on the blitz. It's going to be 4th and long, and Highland's going to punt the ball away this time to the ever dangerous number 24, Morris Chroma. We talked about Chroma earlier. It was the difference maker right at the end of the first half with a well over close to a 68-yard touchdown play. And Hamilton's not going to go after this one. And this goes high, and he's got a fair catch signal from Chroma on the other side of the 50. So Hamilton's still in good shape. Going to get the ball at the roughly the 43-yard line in their own territory. Looking to take a lead in a homecoming night that has seen this all notched up. Everyone's still in the seats and no one's left the stands as Hamilton is so Tyrell Smith, deep set back. They're going to give it again to Ackles. Ackles going to keep his feet. And another big gain for Ackles. He's popped off some pretty big runs this evening. Coming off on that left side. Got to have hats off tonight. The offensive line with Bryce Holland and big number 67. That's Trent Moore on the back end. He's a senior, 6'5", 220, and they're able to get upfield and utilize that large frame. Hamilton shorthanded on the offensive line without Casey Tucker tonight. He's still injured and still waiting to see, and he's going to get stopped in the backfield this time. Tyrell Smith on the quick pitch, and Highland was all over it, and everything else was covered upfield. So Hamilton's offense still looking to find an answer to the defense of Highland tonight. 7-7, 5 minutes and 33 seconds, as this one is still in question.
We won. I think and McHugh and screen. God, you made that hard.
What's the flag for? What now? Oh, here we go again.
Hold on,
Here we
let
go
me
again.
find it. That kid's got balance, man.
So there was a flag on the play as the play was his forward progress was whistled dead, and it's looks like it's a flag on gonna be on Highland.
For what? Yeah, for tackling him.
Unnecessary.
For what?
Face mask? He didn't even touch his face mask. He hit his back.
It's all right. Where's him?
He was going backwards.
We know how it works.
We know why they got 12 station features, 54 at home.
So Hamilton is going to move deeper into Highland territory after another defensive penalty by Highland. Jake Lewis under center now. 5 minutes and clock ticking in the fourth quarter. And here's Tyrell Smith again on the carry up the middle. So single back, and Tyrell Smith back again on the carry, and he's just underneath. And that play is gonna be made by number 33. It's Hunter White.
It doesn't. We can tag it or not tag it. Lock it.
I do like it better than
So now, looking to see what kind of call. The past couple of times Hamilton has threatened. Highland's defense have come up with a big stop down here, but Hamilton looking to come away with the victory, and we're going to get timeout on the field. Timeout Highland. We're going to take a quick timeout too and come back in just a moment. You're watching the Hamilton High School Homecoming versus Highland on prostopreps.com. So we're back to live action. 3rd down and 5, and here's Hamilton, and here's Ackles coming around the other side, and he's going to be a little short of the 1st down right now. So 4th down and a short, very, very short one. And so Hamilton's going to go for it right here. And game not necessarily hanging in the balance here, but it's going to be a big play for Hamilton. 4th and 1, and they give it to, and Tyrell Smith is not, it's going to be pretty short. We can't call it from here. He fell ahead of the 10-yard line. And it's a 1st down by just about a yard. So Hamilton's going to get 1st and goal to go down at the, looks like the 9-yard line, 9.5-yard line actually. So Smith gets the tough yard for Hamilton. 7-7 to score here. Counter coming back, and that's number 18 on the inside, and Kyler Burke runs the inside counter that time for Hamilton and picks up a couple. That's 5 on the 5-yard line, so he picked up 4 yards on that play. Just put his head down and lunged forward, and 1 minute and 51 seconds remaining in this one here. And here's Tyrell Smith again trying to plow his way. They're going to fall in right behind the big guy over there, number 67, for the rest of the day. Trent Moore is 6'5", about 220, actually he's bigger than that, but you've got Bryce Holland on that other side also. And the Army commit also just found out that Quaylen Cunningham is committed to Texas A&M as of this morning, so he'll be playing for the Aggies and headed to the SEC. So congratulations to Quaylen Cunningham of Hamilton High School tonight. He's going to be a Texas Aggie for the next 4 years and go and play for Kevin Sumlin down in College Station. So 1 minute 34 remaining in the ball game. Ball lies on the 3.5-yard line for Hamilton here at homecoming. 2013.
You want to go with dog and then come back with like dog T stutter? Let's call 2, so if we catch the first one and let's go with stutter first. So let's go dog and dog T stutter.
Here's your ball game. It's 9 minute and 34, and Tyrell Smith, the lone back, along with number 37 at the Wayne back. Clock will start now. We've got a flag called. So we're going to get a penalty marker against Hamilton for a sideline. They already had a sideline warning, and now they're going to call a flag again.
Everything will be on clean.
So clock still did not lose any ticks, so there's still time. And here's the ball. Give is going to be to Smith. And Smith's going to go in over the left side for the score for Hamilton. Touchdown, Huskies. And that's 13-7. A minute and 29 seconds left in this one as Hamilton goes up.
Let's go feet. It doesn't matter. I don't give a shit. Okay, we're going dog and then dog T stutter. Get with the cord on this.
So up for the extra point, and extra point is up and good. And Hamilton's going to take a 14-7 lead over a valiant effort by the Highland Huskies here tonight. A minute 29 seconds remaining, and Highland's going to have an opportunity to get possibly one more possession in this one. So we've got to hope that the Hamilton defense steps up here and comes away with the stop. You're watching the Hamilton High School Homecoming 2013 on Pros to Preps. So Hamilton now, game in the balance for Highland, down now 14-7 to Hamilton. A minute 29 remaining in the fourth quarter. Ball is up, and it's going to be deep to number 82. He's going to fake it, and he's going to get spun down to the ground by number 20. And that's Tristan Vance has had a pretty great game. He had some pretty big plays earlier. He had some big plays earlier defensively, and so he's going to get the stop there. And so Highland's going to go to work from the 20-yard line, going from my left to right, if you're watching. And Greathouse, that goes through the hands of the wide receiver right into A.J. Greathouse with an opportunity to come away with a big play there, and goes through his hands, so it's going to bring up 2nd and 10. Clock's going to stop with 1 minute and 18 seconds. So that's a first down play that time, complete to number 17 for Highland. That's Jake Brown. So Hamilton's playing safe and making sure no one gets too far behind, but he does a great job of coming back for that play. Gets out of bounds with a minute and 11 seconds. Homecoming here at Hamilton High School tonight. Hamilton faithful look like they are going to head home with a win if the defense can hold. And there's another throw and a catch. And they're going to blow it dead. And the clock's running now. 57 seconds. 54, under a minute. And they're going to be set. And the clock's going to be blown dead right there by quarterback number 19, Blake Young. So going to get a false start there, this time by Highland. 46 seconds now remaining. Hamilton playing as much of a prevent defense as possible to preserve what could potentially be a homecoming win here in 2013. A great week of activities here on the campus at Hamilton. Spirit Days are always fun and it always culminates with the Friday morning pep assembly. This year they held it indoors, and great day for the students to have a blacklight assembly, the drum line, dance company, and step vibe. And the clock's going to stop with the first down. So Jake Brown is going to get an opportunity. The clock will roll as soon as they set the chains. So Highland now at the 48-yard line. 39 seconds.
Okay, but you want to go Queens? I want him to run to his right, though, right? I thought we said wheel. Okay, let's go slot left,
So
stay far. Slot left, stay far. Sprint right wheel. Slot left, stay far.
So Lane Reynolds, the defensive coordinator for Hamilton, trying to keep his troops dialed in for another 37 seconds and possibly come away with a big play to end this ball game. At Highland threatening now after starting this drive on their deep in their own territory on the 20-yard line. They're now at the 47, and clock is ticking. And he's just going to throw this one away. That's going to go out of bounds and bring up looks like third down and 10. So they're going to need a first down here over 2 plays. So 2 or 3 plays yet, 31 seconds remaining in the ball game.
Queens $70 T-Star first. And then we'll go all goes on fourth down. Yeah. Hey, on fourth down, let's get Brewster in for oh, no, hold on, wait. Nah, we're fine. It won't matter. We're fine. But we'll go trips over to run. They're just playing so far.
He's holding them. He's holding them.
So that incomplete pass is going to go 4th down and 10 now for Highland. They can get a first down and get out of bounds potentially. But 23 seconds left, 4th down here. Hamilton fans are on their feet. Homecoming 2013 almost in the books here, as Highland is going to make one valiant attempt. A valiant play today. Quarterback number 19, Blake Young, had a great night tonight for Highland. Led them on a scoring drive early. And that's going to get knocked down, and that's incomplete. So Hamilton, with 18.6 seconds, is going to come away with a homecoming victory. Great win for the Huskies to get another win in the win column. They're going to go to 7-2. Highland will drop to 6-3, but both teams still in the playoff hunt, as they've both had wins over Basha, which will also help their power rankings going forward. So potentially you could see the Hawks again down the road in the playoffs. Hamilton looking to secure another state championship if possible, but tonight let's celebrate the small victories and winning homecoming 2013. So for your crew here at Hamilton High School Television Productions and pros2preps.com, my name is Norris Thomas, and we want to thank you for watching tonight. Take care, and we'll see you next time on pros2preps.com. This has been Hamilton Husky Television on Pros to Preps. Hamilton, your final score, Hamilton wins with the late Tyrell Smith touchdown plunge, 14-7 here at Jerry Loper Field at Hamilton High School. Thanks again for watching. Take care, and we'll see you soon.